Good evening and welcome to the Ravens Rook. My name's Phil and again welcome to our usual Monday night hobby hangout live stream. I hope you're all really well. I hope you've had a really nice weekend. Weather today has been a lot better, so everything's perked up a little bit, and hopefully today the lockdown rules, I've not really looked into it, but you can actually meet up with a few friends, or even if it's outside in the bit outside, even for a little bit, and yeah, hopefully get back to, or start getting back to some normality. Hopefully soon we'll be able to start gaming a bit more and face to face, so rather than just hangouts and live streams like this where we're building and painting, then yeah, we'll be able to have a bit more human contact, we should say. So once again, I hope you're well. This week's live stream, we're going to be working on the Lord Arcanum on the Dracoline. We're going to be building that up from issue 55, I believe it is. Yeah, issue 55 of Mortal Realms. We'll see how we get on with that. If we've got time, we'll jump on. I've got a couple of issues to build up as well, and hopefully we'll smash some of them out. There's one of them I'm really looking forward to. You've got the Black Knights, which was last week's issue. So hopefully we'll get on to some of that and start building them up. So without further ado, we shall switch over, and as by magic, there it is. Right, let's pop on. So, like I said, issue 55. It's out the magazine wrapper already, and we've got the sprue just here. I've just dimmed the light down a little bit, just because it reflects quite a bit off the magazine cover. We'll have a quick flick through it, and then we'll jump on and we'll see what else we've got. Actually, we'll have a quick look at who we've got in the chat. We've got a Mr. Quingo. Look at the Spicy Legend. There's only one Spicy Legend, pal. I was watching you the other day. Don't forget to smash a like, people. Oh, cheers, pal. Thank you very much. And we've got Scott Schmeh. Yes, Phil. Alright, Scott, how's it going, pal? Hope you're well. So, I shall get some music going. And what shall we have this week? I narrowed it down to 2. We'll try I think it's supposed to be emo, but with this app you never know. We'll just let this play through. Hopefully it's not too loud in the chat, and if it is, I'm sure someone will let me know. I've got Pirate Queen Pickle popping in. It's my favourite rook. Good evening, how are you? Hope you're well. So, I should say, my chair, it has developed a little bit of a squeak. I don't know if it picks it up on the microphone or not. I've tried WD-40 in it. It doesn't seem to have worked as well as I thought it would. So, hopefully it doesn't pick it up too much. Yeah, so if you're wondering what the creak is, it is that. It's not me with my COVID weight going on and I'm going to just disappear through the floorboards. So, let's crack on. Let's move through. So we've got the build guide just here. It's quite a simple one. With this issue as well, you're left with quite a lot of parts left over. Should come in handy for some kit bashing at a later date. We've got the paint guide, all the paints, and then your steps, which I will not be following any of these ones because it doesn't match up to any of mine. And then you've got the war scroll at the back. So I'll just take that piece out. Yep. There's not much of a write-up on this guy this week, so we'll just skip that little bit. I think you've got Pickle's chair. Can you hear it squeaking? I hope it's not too bad. I'll just flip this light back round just so I can see what I'm doing. And get my glasses on so I can definitely see what I'm doing. Oh. So I hope you're all well. You've all had a nice weekend. Like I was saying before, weather has been absolutely smashing here today. I was going to go fishing for a couple of hours, but I decided instead I got the old bike out and went for a quick ride. That nearly ended in disaster. With my bike I have the daft clipping shoes, and it'd been that long I virtually forgot how the unclip and I nearly come flying off. Oh, it would have been a little bit of a disaster, but I managed to avoid it and getting hurt. We got part 1, 3 and 4. 3. I have trouble finding them at first. There we go. So, with this week's build, we are back to the Stormcast. I've got some more night orb, we will be building them. Just because they're really fun ones to do. Let's give this a quick clean. Just going to do some of these mold lines. I managed to finish off quite a lot of the night haunts now. Finished quite a few off stream over the weekend. Managed to make a nice, I'll say little, it's only about 20 seconds long, a little video clip of the ones I've done. Pulled the scenery out from the earlier issues and done a nice little graveyard spooky video. That is uploaded on my Facebook page already. If you want to go check it out, it's on Raven Rook Minis. If you search for that, it should be on there. Or if anyone is in the Discord, if Pickle allows us to put videos on. He's Loki approved. I might put it on there as well. Just with there being so many of them, I think I ended up finishing 48 in just over a week. A lot of them was already built up, but yeah, once just got a nice little conveyor line going of them and just worked my way through them. Was quite tedious a little bit towards the end. Like obviously you're painting, some of them have flowers in the hairs, sorry, and you paint a flower in one, then the next one, then the next one, and by the end it was getting quite much. But they all match each other, they're all tied in really, really well. So it was worth it in the long run. It's just it got to a certain point where it was starting to get a bit tedious. Hopefully I won't. Well, I'm gonna have to do roughly the same with the storm holes, because I've got behind on them ones. So I'll be smashing through them over the next week or so. Right. That was that way, man. Let's dry fit it first, just so I don't make a complete. Sometimes it looks like it should go a certain way, but it don't. There. So I'll go on that bit. That's going up in there. Just it. Get the old cement glue out. So are any of you guys in the chat working on anything this evening, or are you just having a chill and being in work, first day back in work? Just let us know in chat what you're up to. That's our first piece in. I'll just line this one back up. I just want to see where I'm gluing. To that bit. second to dry. Let's try, I'll get the next piece off and grab his tail. I've already spotted this bit. Oh, definitely a lot thirstier tonight. I've seen on the old socials and on the website for Games Workshop, the City. Apparently it's only going to be a limited release at first. A bit like how Indomitus was, there's only going to be so many issues released, which is quite a bit of a shame really, because you know for a fact a lot of scalpers are going to get hold of that, and within, well, I'd say 20 minutes, but within 5-10 minutes they're going to be on eBay at a ridiculous price. It's a cool model, looks like it's a lot of fun to build. Yeah, I think I'm one of the select few I know a lot of people that don't like building the models. They'd rather get them and just paint them. But yeah, no, I enjoy building them. Obviously it's part of the hobby. And it's more when you can, obviously certain character ones you want them, they are meant to look a certain way. But like your rank and file ones or certain characters, you can change and kit bash them. I really do enjoy that. Got on to doing quite a bit of that during this lockdown. 5, and yeah, no, I do enjoy mixing it up a little bit with them. So I'm not sure if you can with this one. We'll have a look. I think it's more towards the weapons that he has. As we get a bit further along, we'll have a look at that and see what options we've got. Like I said, there's quite a lot left over. I've had a quick scan through, and there is quite a bit left over on this issue. Quite kind with the old mold lines on this one. so I'm going to have to clean this bit. Good evening, Dave. Nice of you to join us, pal. I think assembly is a lot of fun. Yeah, I enjoy it. It's like I say, it's the opposite. Obviously, they've built it a certain way, or they have a certain way in mind. But sometimes it is nice to kit bash it up. I mean, obviously, some people take it to a whole new level. So some of the guys in the Chilling Wargamers Discord, sorry, and some of the kit bashing they do, it's just unreal. It puts some of the actual Games Workshop guys to shame. It really would. Just how they just look at some parts and like they'll chuck it all together, and you can see it in the as they're building it up. They're like, oh, I'm building this, blah blah blah, and you're like, what on earth is that? And then it's all put together and painted up, and it's just absolutely phenomenal. Some of the stuff that the kit bashing community themselves just put together. Missed a tiny bit there. Bit of glue in there just to help seal that bit. With this one as well, I'm not going to put it on its base tonight because I want to try and with it being a special character, I want to do something a bit different with the base. I've not tried it before. I've got some of the old the cork and just build it up just so he's stood that little bit tall. I mean, it's a big model anyway, so it doesn't need to go quite as high. But yeah, just to raise it up a little bit so it sits that little bit higher. 5 of you being here, bloody hell, on a Monday evening as well. It's been brilliant, that. I really do appreciate every one of you coming hanging out. It does mean a lot. I mean, I've only been doing this, I think this is like my 9th live stream now. I don't really put videos out. I've made a little video, like I was saying earlier, just like a 30-second clip of the night haunt that I've been building. But that's something I need to learn more on the YouTube side of things, how to make the videos and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, just live streaming, and you know, I got you guys popping in on a Monday, you know, taking time out. I really do appreciate it. You know, you guys subbing as well. I mean, 5th 35 in just a matter of a few weeks. I'm just, you know, really grateful for absolutely every one of you. Just a like and a sub, that's all I, you know, ever could wish for on here. I think 35 when I looked earlier. So the race to 50 is on. You know, even 35 years, I couldn't have imagined getting that many in such a little time. So to be, you know, nearly at 50 already, it's just crazy. Just a little mold line on this one. all them. Yep. Went together quite quickly, this one, actually. I'm quite surprised. So, glue in there. Oh, that's taking shape nicely then. Squeeze it in, but hopefully I'm getting this on camera properly. Try off a second, let that get a grip. I'll just have some of my brew. Right, we're halfway through it already. We've got number 8 and number 6. So he's got his face. And I think the other bit's his tongue that sticks out. What's this bit? Can't see the woods for the trees. Definitely number 6. Right in the frigging corner there. Not lose that bit. So far has been one of the easier ones with the mould lines. There's not much of a clean up on this one. Dave, what model is this? Is it the fish guys? No pal, it's the Lord Arcanum on Dracoline for the Age of Sigmar. Well, I said Night Haunts, it's not. Name's gone out of my head now. Spirit Hosts, so I'll just quickly show you. I'll just turn that light round so I don't. So it is this guy once he's painted up. So it's like a big dragon dog beast with one of the guys sat on the back, one of the named characters sat on the back of it. Oh bloody hell, that light's hot. Right. Zombie donkey star, give me a good dragon dog. I don't recognise the name. Welcome. Nice of you to pop in and pop in the chat. I hope you're well. only come on, I haven't seen that one before. Yeah, it's one of the Age of Sigmar ones. Nearly cut myself there. For the Stormhost. It's in, I think it was 2 issues back now, on the Mortal Realms magazine. I don't know if it's in one of the start collecting sets or not. Definitely that way around, isn't it? Look like it's sat right. Let's get his face on him. That's right. Just give that a bit of pressure for a second, just while it melts together a little bit. Yeah, when I was collecting the Mortal Realms, it was basically just to paint something different than my Space Marines, and just to mix it up a little bit, get a bit more practice in with being away from the hobby for so long. The Nighthaunt side of it I was more interested in, like the spooky side, the ghosts and stuff like that. Yeah, well, the more I've got onto them, the more I liked them. I'm off. Thanks for cooking dinner more interesting. You're welcome, pal. Hope to see you again soon. Enjoy your tea. Is it 11? 11. But I wasn't really bothered about the Nighthaunts, the Spirit Hosts. But the more I've been building them and that, I kind of like them. But still more for the Nighthaunts. It did swing me around a little bit more once I found a paint pattern or a chapter for them that the colour scheme I liked. I think that made quite a bit of a difference. I didn't want to just be painting on gold and blue, it were a bit boring. But with the magazines that come with the subscription, it showed all the different variants that you could have. So I managed to find one that I did like. I look forward to knocking some of them out. One after the other. I've got quite a lot for them to be doing. Like I said, I've been concentrating on the Nighthaunt side. Nasty lump on that one. Let's get his feet on. Just leave a bit of pressure on it just so it's melting, it sticks, because that back bit hadn't then. Come on. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this one sprayed up and painted. It looks like a really nice model. Let's get his back feet on. This one's dragging along. I get quite a bit on this one. Glue everywhere. Either put too much on or not enough. There's never a in between. Hopefully this will stand up a little bit then, so we can see a bit more of it. It's still a bit lopsided. weight wise. Just let them feet set a little bit. We got a knee put on and some of his head. A small piece, try not to lose this one. There you go. Done. And then his ear. There's a little hole there for it. Couldn't see where it went. More to his face now. A bit like the battle cat off the He-Man that Pirate Queen Pickle was painting the other week. It's quite similar to that one. Number 16 next. There we go. Looks like a bit of his armour. And careful this, and it's always awkward cutting a curved bit. Size this piece on. Stay there. Just a bit of glue behind the kneecap bits here. Put a little bit on there just in case. Yeah, we nearly finished this guy already. Crazy. There's more of his body to do, and the head ensures that we leave off. I'll cut that out now. And then I'll leave it on there, just so I don't lose it. But also apparently it makes it a lot easier to paint the head. There's two on this one actually. Actually, I use the bearded one. I'll keep that one separate. Right, number 12. It says number 12, but for some reason it's 25 on here. I cannot see a number. Number 12. Yeah, 12 was a foot. But yeah, so there's a printing mistake on this one. So if you look on here, I don't know if it will show it with the light. So you put the foot on at the bottom, which is number 12, and when you flip it over, you go for the chest piece, and it's number 12. That is definitely not a foot. It's number 25. If any of you guys have this issue, you know to look out for that. Get this piece on. I have returned. It's the return of the Pickle Queen. How are you, my queen? Get this guy done, and then I'm sure you'll be happy, Wendy. Get this one done, and then we got another one of the swishy swirlies, as you like to call them, to build up as well. Just while you was off, we were just comparing, obviously building this guy up, and I think it looks quite similar to the battle cat that you was painting. What do you reckon? Very, very similar. Lovely jubbly. had to just get some quick food. That pretty much built. No worry, Andy. Yeah, like I said, we're gonna just want to get the full 2 hours in. We're nearly just coming up to 50 minutes now, so I've got a couple of other issues that I want to at least make a start on. So we'll be cracking on. You've not missed too much. It's quite straightforward, really. The only issue we did come up with was they had a printing error in the magazine. The chest piece on this guy was listed as number 12, but then one of the feet for the Dracoline is also listed as number 12. It could have been quite confusing because there is 2 different chest piece. With the bit, like I said earlier, with there being extra parts, which apparently might come in handy in a later issue or for a bit of kit bashing. 26. Just get these ones cleaned up. Stuff and all the models are very cool. It would have definitely been a bit weird. I don't think you could even pass that off as a kit bash, really, could you, having a foot coming out of his chest. Yeah, like I said, I think I was gutted in a way that I come back into the hobby just a couple of weeks before the Mortal Realms come out, and I got the Indomitus as well, but I was gutted that I missed the one that come out just before Mortal Realms for all the Space Marines. Obviously there's a new one coming out of that anyway, but painting these, it's looking at stuff a little bit different with the with where I've been learning to paint. I was showing some off the other day. It's basically like how far my painting has come along in the past 6 months, just through constant practice. Every other day. I mean, sometimes if I've had a stressful day at work, I just want to come in and do a bit of painting, help calm me down and stuff. But yeah, it's just the constant practice. It's amazing how much you can come along with your painting. Conquest, was it? Yeah, you're right, it was Conquest for the first one and Imperium for the next. I am really looking forward to that one coming out. You get some of the Battle Sisters, which I wanted to get some of them anyway, but you get, I think it's, what was the start collecting set for them? Which, yeah, I've had a look. It goes for quite a bit on the old flea bear. And that'll come in handy. And some of the AdMech stuff as well. Even if I don't use it, it'll come in handy for a bit of kit bashing and stuff, so should be good. And then obviously you get the Necron side of it, which will just bolster up what I had for my from the Indomitus set. So I should get, there's a couple of repeat models, but you should end up with a decent sized force. So by the end of this magazine and then that one, I would have gone from having no armies to having 4 armies at least. I was looking at the old Battle Scribe app the other day. I think it was yourself that put me onto it, Andy. I was tallying up my Space Marines that I have already, and point wise I hadn't even got onto like special weapons or anything like that, and I was just over 2,000 points, so I've got a decent size to be starting with. So then this new conquest, it got stuck in my head now, the Imperium magazine will obviously boost that up quite a lot. Curse City for me, on one end I want to get over the models will just sit on the pile of opportunity. You got that right, see, it's stuck with you now since I mentioned that the other day. It's not a pile of shame, it's a pile of opportunity. This Sigma lightning bolt from his head. Top of my glue, going for a wander then. That's whereabouts. Just on his nozzle. So I'm doing that off bloody camera then. I'm just sticking the Sigma sign on top of his head. So if you're getting the Curse City thing, Andy, are you pre-ordering it? Did you see off in the Discord earlier on today? Obviously, I think it's going to be quite limited, or certain stores are only going to have so many copies. And some of the models in that do look really good, like the vampire hunters and stuff like that, and then the vampires coming back. Just not my cup of tea at the moment. Other stuff going on. Definitely won't be getting that one. I think I've got enough to be getting on with at the moment. Struggling to see where this bit glues on. Let's have a look at the got it. Start to reference the painted bit. So it sits just on there, but there's no knobbing for it or anything. So we'll just give that a minute. set properly. Don't want to be disturbing that. While he's doing that, I'll get the crest on this guy's head, and then this will be set to one side to be painted separately. Oh, that didn't look right. Ah, absolute muppet. There's a second one. Right, it's not sitting right in the helmet. Just before it dries, I'll just show you. So like it sit right at the front, and it's okay. But at the back, there's quite a gap. I don't know if it shows it on there or not. Get that off before it dries. Smooth this off separately. That's better. See now that sits nice and flush on the back now. And it's just protruding just a little bit at the front. And a little bearded guy. I think so, but I'm sure very limited release tempting, but not got quite a lot of stuff I need to get done. I mean, it is quite tempting, like I said, with the curse city. But from what I've heard of rumours and stuff that's getting posted, it is pretty much like the Indomitors, where they are doing only a limited few, but after, you know, in about 8 weeks they are releasing some more copies of it. But I'm noticing quite a bit of a trend with that at the moment, with all these releases, that they'll only put so many out at first, and then a month or two later then they'll drip feed some more out. I think that's more to stop the scalpers as much, so then they're not buying all these copies up and making an absolute fortune on the back of Games Workshop releasing something limited. So yeah, I mean, if you've not got enough to get it at the moment, or obviously you're tied under with other projects. Sorry, I can't get my words out then. It is only a couple of weeks till then the next one comes out. Till they release more copies, so you know, it's not the be all and end all if you do miss it. Because we know what the website's like for crashing or just going down and being virtually nothing left straight away as soon as they go on sale. I think that's our guide done. Yeah, nice and easy. So I'll just move this glue out of the way. So I'm not putting him on his base yet, just because I want to get underneath here and I want to try and do a base where he's up a little bit off to one side. Use some cork and like a little cliff or a rock sort of thing, just so he's sitting that little bit higher like that. And obviously we've kept his head separate as well, just so it's easier to paint than it on there. You know, nip it off the little nub on there and get him super glued in. So that should be fairly straightforward and easy to do. So yeah, quite a quick and easy model really. See where it sit. So if you'd normally, yeah, I'll just try and find another. So a normal spirit horse, just for size comparison with this guy. So he does sit that little bit taller, but obviously having that just a little bit taller, just so he stands out on the battlefield that little bit more. I'll just set that guy to one side, and so these are all the bits. You get quite a lot of other bits left over. A hell of a lot of bits left over actually. A nice sword on that one. Yeah, hopefully I can use them up in the next couple of issues, just so they're not sat in the I'm putting them in the kit bash. I couldn't get my bloody words out there. So they're not just sat in the kit bash drawer for months on end, and then when it does come round you forgot what they were for. Yeah, it is a cool model, pal. I look forward to getting some paint on that one. So we're going to move along. We've got plenty of time left yet, haven't we? Yeah. I'll just get this issue here and just move my light. So we've got the Knight of Shrouds. This one's going to be even quicker to build because it's only a tiny sprue on this guy. So in this issue, which is 56, it introduces the Order of the Daughters of Cain. You get more towards your chaos side this issue, so you get your war herds, your Everspring Swath, I hope I'm saying that right, and then you come on to your Stormcast. So you got your Knight Elixir, shows a cool model of one there, just showing off all these different bits. You're getting these Holy Scrolls, his Holdry, heavy plate, stuff like that. And then we're on to the Knight Shrouds. So you get your build guide, paint. You've got all your paints in the other issues. Like I said, it's a really good guide on painting them up. Just for me, the Canter blue doesn't look right on the Spirit Horse. They shouldn't be blue. It's more like a really dark grey or a black, of them being ghostly and ethereal. So you get your wall scroll towards the back, and you get your battle playthrough. Then it starts going on about the Gathering Storm, little bits of stories, little snippets, and another battle plan. And then the issue after that, you have the Hex Rafts, which is last week's, which I've got. If I get time, I'll do them tonight. If not, I'll probably do them next week, because this week's issue is just the paint. So you get your Retributor armour and your Karasburg Crimson. With the Hex Rafts, you get the option to do the Black Knights, which just looks, for me, looks so much better as a cavalry unit rather than waving sides about. They've got the lances and stuff like that. They look a lot better, so we'll move on more towards them. So on this guy, we'll get him based on this one as well, because it's not a massive one. It is literally 5 pieces for the Knight of Shrouds. Whoa, we got Josh in the house. Good evening, Mr. Pickle. How are you? Glad you could join us. Wendy, have you got a binder for these magazines? A binder? Well, Wendy, I've got 3 of the flipping things. 2 of them are nearly full. 1 of them I've recently just started on. Luckily, I'll just grab the lighter one. I don't know if it's short on this one. Will it be because of the light? It is the proper Mortal Realms one. So you get the female Storm Host on the front, pretty cool. And yeah, just a picture of a Night Haunt on the back. I was lucky at the newsagents where I get my copies from, because I didn't do the premium one on this. Even I really should have done. They do get the odd one in every now and then. So luckily they've saved me a couple when they have come in. So I do have somewhere to put. Well, I would have got some normal binders anyway, but it's nice to have the proper ones for them. So when I do get some shelving built up in here, I can have them on display and a bit easier to access. I'm okay, but just doing the usual Monday night editing. Nice. Hope you're ready for the Pickle Vision on Wednesday, Josh. Unfortunately, I've got a few Storm Hosts to show off in your Loki approved. But if it's okay with you as well, pal, or when you're not busy, I was going to say after the stream, but just when you're not busy, if I can just give you a call on Discord, just to go through something with us on the Streamlabs. I had a little issue with something earlier. It was playing up a little bit and I couldn't get it to work properly. No matter what I did, it seemed to go worse and worse. So if you don't mind, I'd just like to pick your brain on that one when you've got a spare moment. I know you're a very busy man. And just appreciate any help from someone like you, pal. "12-hour extreme on Saturday." Oh, I am so looking forward to that. 12 hours of pickle. Thank you. It sounds like something Mr. Adam Dodge would shout out. You know what he's like, trying to get his pickle calendar done. Yeah, I'll hit you up straight after the stream, pal. That's if you're not in a Hangout or anything. I'll just ping you, pal. Well, this one, rather than just working our way through, oh, it's this piece, and cutting them out. There's only 5 pieces, so you can't go too wrong. He said, touch wood. Famous last words there now. I've cut this up majorly now. Sweet. Another one. There's not many mould lines on this one. The only thing is with this one, I'm just going to test fit it quite a bit first, because unfortunately it is one of the push to fit models. As quick and as easy as they are to build, they leave massive gaps. A lot of the time the nubs on them are just a couple of mil too long. Sometimes you can get away with it by just trimming the nub down on them. I'll show you what I mean on these. Show it on there. So this nub here sticks out quite a bit. I mean, you can see just off the blade there, there's quite a lot there. So you test fit it first and then just see what the gap's like. See if I can get away with just trimming the nub down, or I might just have to trim it away completely and then just glue it together as you normally would. That's for the base. So technically it's not even 5 pieces, one of them's for the bloody base. Which way around do we want this? A decorative bit to the front. Going to clip these in. I'm not going to glue them onto the base, just so at a later date when I come to base and it's a bit easier to move it away. So, on this. Bit up in there. See, that one sits in not too bad actually. Still a bit of a gap. I'll get a bit of glue in there. Yeah, definitely put a little bit in. I've still got 6 of you in here, just me waffling on a Monday afternoon, well, evening. Like I said before, I really do appreciate every single one of you just taking time out of your busy days just to hang out with little old me. Absolute legends, every single one of you. Let's try fit him on. See, it's making me out to be a bloody liar now, because the nubs on this one seem okay. On every other one of the Mortal Realms issues where it's been the older or supposedly easier push to fit build, they've not lined up or there's been big gaps in them. This one it's bloody clipping right together, every bit of it. Oh, you're the legend. Oh, mister, I learned every single one of you guys that takes the time out, just pops in the chat, hi, hits the like, subscribes, every single one of you, in my eyes, is a legend. Mr. Richard Smith popping in, typical as I'm doing a night. I've done the Spirit Host, I start doing a night haunt and you pop in. How are you doing, Mr. Smith? Hope you and not Smith are doing well. There we go. Night haunt done it literally 10 minutes, if that. That's we clean up, cutting out, cleaning up. I do like the helmet on this one, that's quite nice. That's what she said. Very much Night Lords. I'm sure one of you guys in the chat will let me know. Very much like Space Marine Night Lords. The bat wings. That's a very, very cool. I think I might have found me one for the pickle challenge with the OSL. Just off the I'll do a like glowing hourglass going off up into his chest. That might be quite nice. That. Get him onto his base. There. Come on. It's because I said I didn't want to put it on, that's why it's doing that. There we go. There we go. So there's that guy done. So we've got the Stormcast on Battle Cat. He's all done up. Obviously, apart from his head, we're going to do that separate. And we've got the Knight of Shrouds done as well. So we've got 2 done already. What have we got? About half an hour left. What I might do, let's see what I've got issue wise. Because the Black Knights, I want to keep. I'm more looking towards doing them next week, because I'll just quickly show you guys. You do get 5 of them. So you get 5 bases, and then it comes across what should be 3 sprues. So there is a hell of a lot of models for 5. Obviously there's 2 different ways of building them up. You get your lances for your knights, and then your sickles, if I can see them. Where have they gone? There we go. No? Yeah, your sickles, they come in 2 parts. So they might, I'm looking more towards them for a future kit bash with something with sickles. So I think definitely keep them more for next week. Let's just have a quick look while we've got this magazine out. So let's turn this light. So you've got your hex Rafts. I won't go into too much detail because I'll give you all the bump next week. We'll just have a quick flick through. I don't think it gives you the build. No. It doesn't show you the build for the knights. So that might be something that we just look into in next week's issue. We'll figure that one out. We'll definitely do it more as them. So something to look forward to for next week. Let's pop this to one side. And we'll do some of these. Let's get some more Nighthawks. Same as Mr. Smith's popped in. Oh, I've got issue 52. We've got some more friggin' chain rasps. And 10 of the gits. Let's put the bases to one side for them hex rays. Mate, hope you've had a nice time, didn't smash the spirit horse into tiny pieces. I didn't, I actually got them finished. I got a nice little surprise for you on Wednesday. Yeah. It's a nice little surprise for on Wednesday for show you. Basically, you'll know roughly what it is, what we were talking about in the Discord the other day, video wise, so managed to get that sorted out today. Nice little 30-second clip, so. Right. Getting sidetracked. Move these to one side. Stuff everywhere now. So back to chain rafts. The last time we saw these chain rafts was in issue number 1. With these guys, I've just been painting some up. I finished the rest of my night haunt yesterday, and when I first did them, let's see if it shows it in here. was following the paint scheme off this. So you've got, you know, the blue, the ghosts, basically, the spirits, it shouldn't be blue. So you just do your nickel oxide, a dry brush, and then the blue on them. And for me, it doesn't look right. If you prefer it that way, then by all means do it that way. Whichever fits in with your army. I did do them like that at first, and then found how I've done them now. So I've had to start looking now where I can find one. One of the newer ones. There we go. So I've gone from the nickel oxide, which is on that one, and I'm in the process now of changing the hoods up like this, and then the blue, which for me looks more spirit like. So I've got 2 issues of the first one to go through of them to get them up the same as that, so then they'll tie in with my army. And as if that wasn't enough, they've give us another 10 in this issue. And as we was talking about how bad the push fit was in the earlier issues, it has virtually just come back and bit me squarely on the behind, because it is what these are. Yeah, can't wait. Hashtag secrets. Always hashtag secrets, Mr. Smith. You'll need to use. So it's done the same in this one as well, because there is a model and it says, oh, you don't need this component, and you put it to one side and you're supposed to save it for a later issue. And then that was issue 1 and we're now on issue, this is 52, and it's the same again. So problems all the time. We'll just quickly work our way through these. These shouldn't take too long. We've got roughly about 25 minutes. Yeah, get these done. We'll run a little bit over, we'll run a bit over. Yeah. Sorry, getting sidetracked. If we run a little bit over, we do. A couple of the streams I've been finishing a bit earlier, so this can make up for it. You know, I do allot myself 2 hours. And I've done a few where I've been close to the 2 hours, some where I've not been as near, so just see how far we can get with these now. It takes us an extra 10-15 minutes, it takes us that. It doesn't really matter. Keeping you busy then. Definitely keeping me busy, Mr. Smith. I'll get a load more of these now, just as I've done all my night haunts. Apart from the big champion that you got on the horse. I was saving that for one of the last ones because I really like that model. probably end up just painting that one up over a couple of streams because it is quite a big one. And I was just saying earlier, obviously where I've been doing all my night haunts, I've got my quite a lot of storm halls, so obviously try and whip my way through them. It looks as if they have other ideas for me. And I don't want to be knocking out 40 of these in one go again. That was some task last week. Well, 48 in total. Let's see how the dry fits on this one. Yeah, see that. Let's hold this up to the camera, it's short. Focus. You can see like the Grand Canyon just down the shoulder. Just try and prise that apart a bit. Let's take these knobs down a little bit. And then we'll glue it. So it's turning into a mega build tonight, so we get 3 issues done on one stream. Just want to get a bit of glue down that side. That's a lot better, that one now. That guy. Oh. So I don't know if we've still got Josh or Captain Pickle in the chat. I was just wondering, on Saturday when you're doing your 12-hour marathon stream, are we, or is there any plans to do any Among Us, or is it mainly just hobbying? And if we are Among Us, is the room, please, if you don't mind. This one's really straightforward. You literally just clip him out and he's done. Just clean him up. That's what you're doing, come on. 2 done. 8 to go. Go on, we'll smash these out easy. Here we go, hype music, get them done. 1 and 2. There's number 2. It sounds a bit like that song off the Guitar Hero when you completed it the first time and you got unlocked that song. Oh, what was that called? Through Ice and Fire, is it? Oh, sure it was. That guitar solo at the beginning then is very similar. It's nice coming back to some of the models that you got in the first issue. Trim that down as well. Just like I was saying, where you progress or your painting and building skills have improved throughout the weeks of building these up and that. Like, where am I going with this? When, like I said, when I first got back into the hobby and it was like easy to build, you like click, push them together, done. And it was like, alright, it's supposed to look like that. And then it weren't till later that I realised that there wasn't supposed to be. I mean, part of me knew there shouldn't be these big gaps, but I didn't know how to get rid of them. But yeah, you come back to them now and you know exactly what you're doing. Get rid of this. Oh, I can get rid of this. I can get rid of that. Through Fire and Flames. Did I say Ice and Flames? I'm going more towards Game of Thrones, I think it was. But yeah, no, it's exactly the same one I was thinking, Mr. Allen. Not played guitar to death or anything. No, me neither, pal. And then I weren't even sadder and got the is it DJ Hero one as well. I'm gonna have to go and listen to that song after when I finish the stream because it's really stuck in my head now. Good song. Just goes on for a really, really long time. Oh, come on. Right, you come off. Why are you not going in? There. That one did not want to sit in. Try and get this guy back together now. 3. So we're back onto the songs from the beginning of the stream now. 3 and 4. 4. Oh, come on. And Butterfingers now. Ooh, sorry. Been vaping away on bloody camera. I was trying to blow it to one side, but forgot what I was doing. And then we want number 6 and 7. Where are you? Nine, 8, 7. 6 is there. And my finger over the bloody number. Obviously that don't help. What's that one? 7 should be easy to see because he's got a bloody big axe in his hand. But I cannot. Yep, there. Smack in the middle. Nice and chilled, been entertaining watching whilst I get my Primaris captain finished hopefully. Nice. Is that the oh, I forgot what it's called now. I know it's the yellow ones. I am 40k. Not Iron Fists. You know which ones I mean. Oh, it's going to bug me now. It's because Spud's been doing Crimson Fists. Imperial Fist, that's it. Cheers Andy for saving us then. It just was not for coming then. I've seen a picture you put in earlier, you'd done the little bit of your OSL on the shield. It was looking really cool. Really nice how you've done them as well with the contrast paint. Obviously yellow can, well from my experience, has been one of the worst colours to paint. So yeah, you've done really well with that. Thinking of doing something along the lines of get some extra models together and basically do one of every chapter of the Loyalist Primaris. So obviously like Imperial Face, my Raven Guard, which I already do, the Space Smurfs, and so on and so on. Basically have one of every chapter represented just as a nice display piece. Flying along quite nicely with these now, shouldn't be too much over on the stream. So I've got a couple of things to sort out afterwards, and obviously I've got work in the morning anyway, so goes over. Thank you very much. Stick it in. I don't know why these bases just seem to be in a pen message on this one. Alright, I've got 4 left. 2, 2, 4. Not much clean up on these, they are pretty straightforward. I know they are just your normal rank and file troops, so you're going to have lots of these on the battlefield when you're playing. But yeah, for me it's still worthwhile taking that little bit of care, make sure that, you know, they're cut out properly. There's a half, well, it's my painters, but a decent level of painting on them. Obviously they don't have to be, you know, Golden Demon Award level, just for your normal rank and file troops. I mean, if you want to, then fair play to you, crack on. End of the day, they're your models, you do what you want with them. But once they're on the battlefield, you don't really, you know, you're not going to see it as much when they're in a, like with these going a dark grey and blue. Once there's a sea of these on the table, you're not really going to see the details as much. Paint smarter, not harder. Exactly, Josh. No. If you're getting them ready for a tournament and your tournament's only a couple of weeks away, just get some paint on them, get them, you know, to a decent enough standard for yourself and that you're happy with, and then just get them ready. Oh, this chair's getting worse. Creaking like mad. 13. And 12. I don't know why they seem. First it started off and it's like 1 and 2 are together, 3 and 4 are together, and then as you get further down the model, they're at opposite ends to each other. So them two together, 14 and 15. See, 14's over here on this end. Obviously, I'm pretty sure it's to do with the casting, where there's actual space. See, and we end up with a spare one left over again. Set that to one side. 3 to go. Let's smash these out. We're only a minute over now anyway, so might as well get them done. Four of you still in here. Yeah. Thank you very much for sticking around. Watching to the end. Oh, it helps with the algorithms or something like that with the YouTube. get these done. Pressure on that one, just so it holds. Yeah, nicely. Definitely a lot easier to build these the second, well, third time for me, because I bought 2 of the first issue. But yeah, second time round really. But now I know a little bit of what I'm doing. And the last one. So I got really a lot done tonight. Really happy with that. It's just that first one, with it being a bigger model, I thought it would have took a lot longer to build than it did. And it just seemed to go together really well. Properly happy with that one. And then obviously the Night of Shrouds one we did second, it's literally 4 pieces and it were done, so might as well get these built up ready. Get these undercoated this week and we can crack on painting again. So there we go, 3 issues done and dusted in one stream. The magazine's falling apart on this one then. I'll get them back, get them into the binder after. I timed it really well actually, literally 7 minutes over. You know, I've got quite a lot done. I've tried them out on the I'll show these little guys off. So first up we got the Lord Arcanum done on his Dracoline, or Battle Cat as I'm calling it. Yeah, really happy with that one. I kept his head separate, just so it's easier painting. Yeah, quite nice and simple. I've only not put it on its base because, like I said earlier, I just want to try something different with the base, get some cork and build up a little cliff bit, just so it's perched just that little bit taller and higher than the others. Then we've got our Night Shrouds done. Really cool model that. For such a simple model, it is a really, really pretty, scary but pretty model. Very effective, very nice. And then a little chain Rafts done. I'll just quickly show you through these guys. So like I said, I'm just in the process of changing these ones up from my old paint scheme to my new one. So I've not got a finished one of these yet to show off. But yeah, it's just like your normal rank and file. Quite spooky looking. Got the little gravestones, lots of chains, which can be a pain. The amount of chains on them with the metallics. Yeah. So I think I should call it that. I'll just flick over just so you can see my beautiful face once more and give you all a nightmare just before you go to bed. So thank you very much every single one of you for popping in, joining in the chat. It does make it easier for me. Subscribing, just leave a like. That's all I ever ask. A sub and a like. I really want to push now to get that that 50, that first milestone of 50. It's such a huge goal, well, not goal. It's such a huge milestone for such a, you know, a small channel like myself, who's, you know, I've only done a 9th live stream now. I will be doing videos eventually, once I figure stuff out like that, and yeah, every one of you that has subscribed or liked, I love every single one of you. Thank you very much. It does really mean the world to me. You know, let's get this 50 smashed and we'll see where we go from there. That's obviously if you guys are enjoying what I'm doing. I'm always open for suggestions. If you want to drop us a comment in the chat, or you know, you can PM me on here or on my socials on Facebook, under Ravens Rook Minis. I'm on there. You know, any little pointers or anything like that that makes the channel, makes me better at making the channel better for you, if that makes sense. But no, so thank you once again. I'm waffling on now. I'm gonna go get a brew and chill out before bed. Work in the morning. But once again, thank you very much, and I shall see you again next week, same time again. Thank you very much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.